From the graph page, if students would like to see a grid from which they can more easily tell the slope of the line or other points that lie on that line, if they press Menu and choose number 2, View, and number 6, Grid, they have two choices. They can either see a dot grid, which just puts dots at all of the integral points, or they can see a lined grid, which is what they're more accustomed to seeing with their graph paper. So then they have a nice graph that appears to be on graph paper, and they can more easily tell the slope or other points on that line. If they would like to make the line thicker so that they can see it more clearly, they can use their mouse to select the line. They want to make sure that the graph is showing, not grid, and then do a right click, which on the calculator is by pressing Control Menu, and they can choose option 3, which is Attributes, and then using their right arrow key they can make the line weight medium or thick, whichever they prefer. So we'll make our line weight medium so it's a little bit easier to see, and we'll press Enter. From this same menu, as long as your line is selected, you can do a right click again, Control Menu, and you can arrow down and change the color of the graph, and we will change the line color, which is option 1, and they can pick any of the choices that they see. And then once they click off of the graph, it will make that color change. Students can also use their mouse to select the graph, and if they select it and then they click and hold that center button until the hand grabs the line, then they can shift it about on the grid. So they can move it up and down, and they'll notice by doing this that they are changing the y-intercept of the line. To change the angle or the slope of the line, they need to use their mouse pad to select the line and get the two arrows, the two curved arrows to show up, and then click and hold that middle button until the hand becomes a pinched hand, and then they can just go back and forth on their mouse pad and change the slope of that line.